Hello everyone, welcome to another session of merchandise planning in which we will be discussing duties and responsibilities of junior merchandiser. In our earlier sessions, we have already spoken about what is merchandise and what is the role of the merchandisers. So here we are going to discuss about the duties and responsibilities. The merchandiser is responsible for particular lines of merchandise. For example, in a department store, there may be merchandisers for menswear, women's wear, or children's wear. So what is the work that they need to do? Planning, controlling, directing, organizing, coordinating, all of these fall under the responsibilities of a merchandiser. So the basic duties of the merchandisers are planning, directing, coordinating, and controlling. Let's look at each one of these duties one by one. Though the merchandisers may not be directly involved in the actual purchase of merchandise, they have to formulate the policies. So they have to decide how much of merchandise to be ordering, how much is required, how much should be ordered, how much should not be ordered. They also need to see which are the merchandise in trend and what is the customer's preference. So all of this goes into the planning. Directing is another important function because he needs to direct and train the buyers. So the merchandiser is telling the buyers that these are the products that he needs for the store, and the buyers have to go and purchase the products from the vendors. So they have to be committed and they have to be able to perform. Coordination is also very important because there are so many people involved in this. There'll be different stores would have different merchandise and different buyers for it. So everybody needs to be coordinated so that the store is stocked properly at all times and attracts the customers. And controlling is one of the most important functions. Why? Because we are seeing the merchandise performance, we are seeing how is it selling. We are also seeing the buyer. Are they able to buy the right merchandise? And we're also looking at the customers. Are they happy? Are they buying what we are trying to sell? So we have to see what is the performance on the basis of the net sales. So we have to make sure that control is maintained properly so that we have high performance. So when we talk about visual merchandisers, they have to do a lot of work to make sure the customers are happy, that they're always attracted to whatever we are selling, and that they go after shopping, they have to go satisfied. So many merchandisers, they take training for these aspects, that what they have to do in the shop and what way they don't create trouble for the customers. So let's look at them one by one. So first we're looking at responsibility to do the things. What are the things that a merchandiser has to do in a store so that customers are happy? First of all, we have to display the products in a way that it is easy for the customers to browse through and to purchase. So we should have folding tables, or we should have some kind of display material. We have to keep the like items together so it looks that there is more in this display, and it looks prettier also. And if they're looking for a particular merchandise, then the customers can quickly find what they want, and if they want to buy multiple pieces, that also they can do. So a store would have a display in this manner where the folding tables are there, the display is abundant, and it has been stocked in a way that it looks quite that there is a lot of products to be choosing from. So dusting and cleaning your merchandise is required, especially if they've kept in storage. And valuable items, you have to be careful, especially if they're small or fragile, that it should not be kept anywhere where it can be broken. So keep it where you can keep an eye on it, perhaps in the checkout area. And breakables should not be kept in such a way because children keep coming to a retail store, they might be running around, and if they run around and break something, then the customers might not be willing to pay for it. So you have to be careful about that as well. Sales merchandise should have to be displayed in such a way that it attracts the customers right from outside your store. So keep seasonal items in large pieces at the street end of your store so that you attract the customers. And when it comes to display, adult and larger children's clothing should be put on hangers, so it is arranged as per size. It looks better, and it's less likely that you end up with a kind of a mess that the customers leave behind. Because if it's on a table, many customers will just check it out and not fold it again. So it becomes a mess very quickly. And baby clothing and young children's clothing, it can be displayed on tables because it is smaller and it takes less space. It's easier to fold. So it's better, as we said, to hang the clothes for older adults, children, and to keep some smaller clothes, we can keep it folded. So when we look at the things that we need to do, we don't need to go overboard to prep the merchandise. It's like we have to save our time. We don't end up, sort of going on cleaning and making everything pretty and find that we don't have time for our sales. We don't even keep our merchandise so close together that customers cannot get through to it. Something like this. And we don't set out merchandise that has been damaged beyond repair or recalled. So we don't keep stuff which is broken and try to sell it to the customers. We don't tell a shopper about products which are functioning if it is not. And a display where you're putting mannequins on display, the customers will assume that the products are close by. So in this situation, the mannequins are displayed in one place, the clothes or whatever is being promoted is not very much close to it. It's very difficult for the customers to find the things. And lighting is also crucial, not only in getting attention, but also defining the start of the store. So if it looks so dark, you would not be attracted to the merchandise in comparison to the picture on the other side, which is all lit up. So these are the very small things that a merchandiser has to keep in mind to make sure the customers are attracted. So I hope you had a good learning experience and have a wonderful day.